The rain has stopped. Come with me. Let's pick some matsutake.
I thought I told you can't treat a glazed lily.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh,
We didn't have...
well, the exhibit. Even so,
Oh!
not this time.
Mr. Tainari! Sanjay! He...
Apologies, traveler, Paimon. Looks like I've got.
Tainari's busy no matter where he is, huh? Yeah, seems like it. Hey, don't look at Paimon like that! Well, looks like Tainari might... Wow, look at these flowers! They smell so...
Huh?
Paimon's... fine. She's just got a little...
Rainbow roses.
But...
A moment of your time, you two? If it's not too much trouble, perhaps you could try this incense.
Incense? Oh, that was fast.
Think nothing of it. From your seen as
Oh, so
Paimon
is...
the traveler, right?
What happened back...
Have you to put it? Well, but there's no need to worry. Pollen allergies can.
Oh, well, that...
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. I left in such a hurry, I forgot. Emily? Ah,
It was nothing. I'm more curious as to why you thought.
remember the first time we met? You fainted after inhaling Spirit Borneal.
The Spirit Borneal didn't affect Paimon at all, and now she...
It's not really something.
Exactly.
Whoa. Good thing Paimon...
In addition to medicine.
And that's.
A flower egg?
Well, I did.
Oh, Paimon was sure she got it
It's a.
all goose.
In an ancient. Ah, that reminds me. Perfume. It all started when no one anticipated the demand was twofold. The value of these products, but at the end of the day, perfume. Luckily, in the end, only a few wealthy families were affected when the.
What does all this have to...
Well, during the.
10 million? Then what about...
After the mania ended, most perfumes returned to its namesake. The flower used to create. Indeed, when the bubble popped. Ah, yes.
Traveler, we should help Emily look for it.
I have to agree.
Even if I can locate. Divine, noble, one of a kind. All beautiful sentiment. When it comes to perfume, I want people to forget the price and the.
Wow, so noble.
Of course, every so often, someone will claim to have recreated the unique scent of a goose.
Okay, that
Ever since then, if I can, then I'll be.
makes sense.
Oh, I would of course be.
Well, you said...
Based on the information I have so far, it's Mr. Edgar,
I was.
Edgar?
the person you back when he was still.
I should also mention.
So this guy was a famous perfumer in Fontaine, but then he came to Samaro to teach people from Fontaine? It sounds confusing.
It's a long story. If you're interested, we can talk more about it when we see him. He should be staying near the hotel. Apparently, the exhibitor paid a large sum to rent out the hotel and surrounding buildings. They're being used as temporary storage.
Yeah, what if guests come early? They won't have anywhere to stay. Also, renting out this big of a hotel, how are they gonna make that more of that?
It's been so long. Well, you... Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on.
It's nice to see you again, Master.
Emily, I've heard you've become...
Oh, well, it's...
Hard. I've taught men. And who are these two?
They're my new friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Emily's friend.
And these two
I'm... yeah.
merchant.
You must be here to...
Well, I'm guessing you're here for the same. I commissioned a few eremite. That being, some of them were merchants, a one-of-a-kind.
No, I don't think so. Auguste is even... Although,
Impossible. If a goose were...
technically speaking...
Well, let's... No. By the time, compared to things... It all...
Wait, are you saying...
Just thinking out loud. We don't have much... You all travel...
Ooh, you've got the keys to the room?
I managed to tidy up one of the rooms.
Oh, and...
Don't worry, Master. I can sleep on the boat tonight. Or I could even camp in the wild. It would... Although...
Well...
Of course, no trouble.
All right, then. I'll prepare some...
nice and spicy. Whoa, the smell of flowers is so strong. Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
No. We were
Oh, guess there's just too much to store for the exhibition then.
Oh, this room's blaze.
Yes.
All right, then. Where can we...
It's still at the port. In addition to some daily necessities, there's also a case of Ambra wine that I brought back. Could I trouble... Is that so? Mr. Ood, Mr.
Hey! What are you doing?
That's Master's voice.
Edgar!
Master!
Hey, Edgar! Hey, Edgar? Edgar!
No, don't shake him. He's injured. Just leave him to me. You two can... Oh, thank you.
I checked. Oh, but that's him. Oh, the culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit could have just... I checked. Oh, but that's him. Oh, the culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit...
Skin is...
That strange smell around here. Is it coming from this bottle? Oh, really? Do you think whoever... Well, we looked all over, but...
The most important thing we can do now is focus our efforts on treating Master. Can you help me move him inside?
How's he doing?
When I administered emergency treatment, I discovered a residue. He's still unconscious, and inducing vomiting could obstruct his airways. We'll have to look into other clues for now. Ah, yes. But first, Mr. Sylvain, Mr. Lucien.
Wait, you know...
Hey! Were you talking to us, mademoiselle? I'm afraid we'd never heard of those names.
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creators of a goose. There were 4 people in total. A researcher, the 2 brothers. In the end, they were sent to the fortress of... Every time your
Ah, Miss Emily, out of respect, you have a bright... What?
Amber wine is unless, until recently, they were living somewhere completely...
Emily, you little...
Don't misunderstand, Mr. Sylvain. I don't bring this up to criticize, but Master's like, if Master's attack, so I'd like to trouble you.
Fine.
Sylvain!
Lucien, if this will help us find Kyria, then it will be all worth it. You were right, Miss Emily. There were 4 of us sometime down...
Sounds like he's still upset about that. Wait, then how did Edgar end up...
Master was convicted as an accomplice, so he only had to serve a few years. He decided to move to Sumeru, so still, Master was depressed for... That's how I met him. But we can talk about that some other time. I want to hear more about this researcher.
But before...
But destroying all that
It didn't matter.
What?
Sounds like you did an investigation of your own. Why even ask us if you knew all of this already?
The name wasn't meant...
Kyria was Vijava's young. He was just a clueless kid back. Vijava kept after all.
So, you think...
Vijava, if she left something...
And judging by the liquid in that bottle, the Auguste flower wasn't the only thing he reproduced. He managed to replicate...
So the liquid Edgar was forced to ingest really was...
Poison! If Auguste could be considered... We're not looking... We only... As long as...
So that's why...
Yes,
Anyway...
Well, at least...
Well, glad to... Lucien, let's head back to the room.
Yes.
You think so too? But based on Sylvain's...
The way you exposed them like that? Oh, right.
Oh, yes.
So you're...
Close. In fact, with just a small basically, I've learned a lot in my line of work, and I've witnessed a lot of death. But this time, we may still save the patient. Actually, Traveler, could I trouble you? I'll stay here and...
Whoa, why the rush?
What? He's the most...
Sheriff, have you received any reports?
No. I'll start gathering my force.
What about you, Tainari?
I'm sure the sheriff... Then she was not to mention... As for me...
Oh, that's right.
From Emily's letter, certain. I didn't have time to... I have friends and... I'll leave you and
Well, it's been a day. Wonder if Tainari's discovered anything. But things weren't looking good with Emily's master yesterday. We should check on things at the hotel first.
No longer in critical condition, my chemical analysis of a goose also I was able.
Elemental energy?
Hard to say. It was such a. I had to. Unless you were as for weatherman.
Oh, that reminds. Oh, I thought he might. Excuse me? Is Miss Emily here? Oh, perfect! Familiar faces!
Kale. Ah, of course. Tainari's a. And please, no need for.
Oh, did Tainari send you? Yep. Anyway, based on what they've reviewed, Master considered that possibility as well. How is that possible?
It's starting to.
Hey! Lucian!
It's Sylvain! Wait, you don't think Curio came back?
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of the hotel. It's locked?
There's no one here.
Lucian! Lucian!
That's Sylvain's voice! Hurry, let's check next door!
Lucian! Lucian! Come on! Emily, Emily! My brother, he's gonna be okay, right? He's just unconscious.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sylvain.
No, that's not...
Traveler, Kale, Mr. Sylvain has gone through a huge shock. He needs some space to calm down. Could one...
Of course. Leave it to me.
Thank you both. Mr. Sylvain? We'll take things from here. Just focus on getting some rest. Here, this way.
Poor guy. He may have made some bad decisions.
Good person or bad, the death of a loved one is equally painful. All the moments he shared with his brother, every...
If Curio really was behind this, then what exactly did he...
Lucian can no longer... Traveler, I've got...
Who would have thought? Miss Emily,
Oh, I'm not... I did take...
then
Of course, I
We'll help too.
Pupils are dilated, skin...
windows are shut tight. Well, looks like we've investigated this.
So, did you find anything?
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
But entering
No, his reaction to.
then
I agree.
Mr. Sylvain.
After Kyria attacked Edgar, we returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors leading. The only door we kept unlocked was the one connecting our rooms. But I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise.
So, no movement from the room next door. No signs of a struggle.
I did notice a few things about the body. Lucien's pupils were. There weren't any traces of liquid in his mouth or nose, so it's.
A goose? No, that's not possible. Inhaling? No. Emily, you ran your tests.
No.
That may be true.
Master!
Edgar?
Sylvain, no matter how... Even if we could... No, he wouldn't. That's... Yelena wasn't a scholar from Sumeru.
Fatus?
The Fatui.
Ah, so you've already...
Oh,
The Auguste,
The Fatui.
born of a delusion.
that's enough. At first, Yelena didn't have any of...
So you decided...
Listen...
It may be true there are no records, but even if no one was acutely poisoned, that explains what the Fatui.
Ha! A goose.
So there's
What about you?
I'll admit, we thought about it at one point. We took care, but before we could even...
But if her goal... Yeah, she could have...
I thought of everything. One of the after a
So...
if her the Auguste, so
So the wealth you earned from it.
mostly that's why Lucy.
I don't think he knew his... Yelena...
Then all we'll need to do is tell I'm not so sure. Even if he knew the truth, it's hard to...
Very true.
Edgar,
Think about if we hadn't...
we were just trying. Lucian,
3 people from Fontaine. Well, we can only wait until the academia.
The hotel, although...
Mr. Edgar, are you saying?
If Sylvain... I'd just ask for Sylvain. Would you be willing to grant?
Well, the man we grew to.
You have my thanks, Sheriff.
Happened tonight?
Yeah! All we know is that he uses a goose to poison people. But we still have no idea if he targets...
That may be true. But if we...
Master, no.
if Kyria, in other words,
capture...
afraid, I'm spending the... As for the...
I'll admit, then I'll station some of my men around the.
I still have some reservations.
I'll also keep...
Although, if Kyria... No...
You mean if he doesn't...
If that were to happen.
That's why everyone else needs to keep to the shadows.
You're still recovering. You need to rest.
All right.
Have you heard? Mr. Edgar's been detained.
What? He's the one who helped...
He taught my child how to make perfume.
He hasn't been
Oh, everyone... Let's head back to the hotel and take a break.
Thank you, Kale. But first, here. I prepared a kind of herbal tea that helps calm the spirit. What?
Oh,
Oh, you seem...
Hey, Emily, Kale. Oh, are we interrupting? No, not at all. This will be easier to talk. I've just been... There was just when I accompanied Sylvain, maybe Kyria did that on purpose. Maybe he wanted Sylvain to... So did he
Based on what we've heard,
losing his sister, whenever I get to thinking like that, I'm sorry.
there's nothing in all my... Some of them surround... So while I do Sylvain, answering those I've witnessed, but generally...
Once you're consumed,
You're right, but that I understand...
the fortunate and...
Emily, Traveler. Huh? Edgar, you're here too?
Oh, it's you two! Didn't you head back to your room to rest, Edgar? Is it really okay?
Besides, I don't have much time left in Sumeru.
We could do that for you, Matt.
No need. I would imagine Sheriff
The night...
That's right. I've stationed some of my men around the surrounding area, but we still don't have anyone. Exactly. After some discussion, and Emily's expertise is sure to come in handy in a pinch. That's why I want you two stationed next to...
Sounds perfect.
Not a peep. Has Kyria given up on his revenge? Guess we'll have to... Still nothing unusual. Paimon took a peek into the room next door and Sylvain's already sleeping.
Perhaps No, that can't be right. If all he wanted was for Sylvain to be convicted for... There must be something we're...
Maybe we just need to calm down a little. How about some... You're right. Maybe we can look for a different distraction then. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
Flowers... Oh no! Sylvain's room! Quick!
Wait, what?
Hey, did you...
It was the older.
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain.
First it was Mr. Edgar, then that merchant.
Listen up, everyone. This is an act of...
It's been 3 days.
Do you think it could be the work of an... I mean, how do you get away with...
Keep it moving, everyone. No...
I suppose I'm next.
You don't know that.
You were the only reason.
Even if I wasn't there.
Is that so? I have... But Kyria, it really...
If you really want an answer, I suppose you'll have to ask Kyria himself.
Emily, but so many flowers were transported. Whether I know it...
Of course,
Really? Now
Sheriff Sham still
Go ahead. Best not to keep him waiting.
I'm sorry, Master.
Another all-nighter. Emily still isn't back. Yeah.
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested. After listening, to be honest, I'm still...
The key clue was right in front of us. Let's go. We'll show you where the culprit... Wasn't this incense originally? This is it!
The glazed lily, huh? I think I've heard of it before.
Well, did you know it only blooms at night?
Emily, you're back!
Exactly.
A flower that only...
Exactly. That's why Kyria chose.
If poured into the flower pot, the liquid would seep into the soil. That doesn't... There's a sticky substance on the edge of the flower. If you stick the petals together with slime condensate,
That's right. That way, however,
And Kyria could egg.
by the next morning,
Wait a second. And how did Edgar...
That's because a goose is.
That can't be...
I wouldn't use the word allergic. You can think of it.
the incense I smelled earlier seemed familiar. Thinking... in Sumeru.
All chemically produced essential oils, the
That stuff gave us a lot of trouble. Oh, yes.
in Sumeru, it's not.
Flowers are...
Actually, it's not a coincidence at all.
No wonder he probably. But in the end,
There's a saying, but up until this point, we haven't been able, but because he's been disguised as someone.
The Mora spent to rent out the hotel, it all points... Kyria and Edgar.
But... Kyria was only in his... Edgar's lived here.
Bad news, Sheriff! Mr. Edgar was attacked!
What?
A dark shadow-like figure but before we could even react, do you think Kyria...
I need you to think very...
It would seem Master decided to tap it.
what? But that's.
But...
No. If his aim was to target.
If he lives so.
Then.
The shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
Where in the world did he go? Let's ask the merchants nearby.
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath.
How could...
This is terrifying.
It's all right. I can detect a... It's this way. Please, follow me. getting stronger. This must be the place. Here!
There is no escape!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! None of this will go to waste.
This world is full of unsolved...
Oh! Oh! Are you all right? Were you attacked?
Let me take a look.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason,
Everything looks all right. It was
I can't rest. He's a good man.
O's, you need a...
But how is that Mr. Edgar is...
That's precisely why he had to resort to extraordinary measures to... Kyria used a dilute...
No.
And what if they I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real while the new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous and Sumeru. As the years went by, he removed his
that explains why he aged himself.
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not...
What you really...
No,
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, I know how to relieve your... I'm sure
Kale's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here. This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision... Actually, I hate...
Hear that?
Traveler, for someone who's...
Don't worry. We're not going... Monsters. Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy. Reconstitute!
Shine down! There is no escape!
I've never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Whoa, look at all the Auguste flowers! There are so many of them.
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon.
But he only needs...
Perhaps hatred wasn't not long ago. He told me he didn't want, but Kyria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived for someone with nowhere to call home.
Life goes on. Wow.
Nice and spicy. Extract. Russian Floral.
There is no escape!
A plant that destroys seeds. Huh. Quite the ecological marvel. Let's head back to the place where the seeds first appeared. The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end. The scent of flowers.
Did they catch up that... No. My strength is just waning. But it doesn't matter.
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all... Yelena? Yelena! You tried to hide it from me, but the reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your guard, I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have died with you that day. Yelena? Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Yelena!
Emily? I'm alive. No.
That was no.
No. The amount of Auguste, a fake.
We started making to create a The accord is the basis of perfume making.
The product in its most primitive form. Ambergris mixed with cedarwood, rounded out with a base note of agar wood.
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I wear a goose to the ball, I'll also be one of a kind.
Our competitor already got their hands on it.
It doesn't matter how much it costs. I have to buy something better.
This fragrance will be one of a kind no more. Myths can be deconstructed. Miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar, capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emily?
I got it.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottle?
Convincing you that
Impossible. If Auguste...
it was a combination of, but recently,
Rainbow roses?
Auguste was created perfumery technique, the mythos surrounding it.
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always but the meaning you assigned, you believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entirely one of a kind. Your obsession...
We just didn't expect it to happen.
Well, so, since you've been... that means that...
Yes.
Who knows?
I know if you had... all the crimes...
Is that so?
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
I don't feel the need to... I did.
Careful, everyone.
Stick close.
Looks like
Of course, Master.
the combination...
The scent of a goose, so...
You're saying
rainbow roses, but if you...
rainbow, Yelena?
Did you know?
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume.
I was hoping to... I just hope it won't become the source of some... I did. Also,
Of course, a good sense of...
besides, when it comes to perfume...
Right! Do those flowers... The language of flowers?
What each flower... After returning to Fontaine, I did some Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena...
You think Kyrian...
I paid him a... Who knows? Yelena is gone. Even if that... Avenging her... Kyria cultivated his revenge. In any case, thank you for saving my love and hate when someone. But even if it's only a conjecture, the meaning, and yet at the